Mema obi biara akwa baba Odeneho TV so send any day dikan a wo hwa message so be like na subscribe no ahye sira fofo nso bi nye bi ahye ebusuafo nsɛm bi aba betodwa a yɛde brɛ mu na ebusuafo yɛbɛkae a enche bia na national security led by Richard Jakpa ebora former finance minister King Ofori Atta Efie without any permission, without any security grant biana. Ebusuafo CCTV camera a capture omo no so wo hwɛ footage na ebusuafo ehu yie pa na obi a wonjim rabian fi obi ho a wokɔ obi nkyɛn no ɛna wodi sojafo di wechi te sɛ dia wokɔ akwakɔti nipa ebusuafo owurawura bebia ewurawura ne bedroom ni na ebusuafo nko wo fie mpo a obi anim dia ebesi wo na ebusuafo we na Mahama Yariga ebechire mu sɛ no krese Richard Jakpa akwakopiem ɛwɔ King Ofori Atta Efie na ebusuafo sabre nso no na Ofori Atta eni fie ntino ade ahwi ensi na ebusuafo yenko ne enkotie nkyiremu ne yembra na yeba amedede aka nyina aba be source
Yafo di n'akyi enya asem koto ate sɛ de bon eba beche kromfo without any court warrant na ɛdeɛn ɛna enam so a King Ofori Atta etimi esi nipa dodo sɛe ɛna osi wo mo national security enko a na sɛ obi ɛka ho na yenko rate ni ɔsɛ the former minister of finance King Ofori Atta has taken legal action against operative from the national security for trespassing on his property. Ofori Atta filed the suit against two senior police operatives from the agency, DSP Bismarck Boache Ansa and Chief Inspector Mensah, for allegedly trespassing on private property and violating the right to privacy. The writ filed and issued at the High Court argued that the raid violated the privacy of the occupant of the residence, noting that the operative who stormed the house presented no warrant authorizing them to conduct the search. According to the statement of claim, Ofori Atta was out of the country for medical treatment at the time of the incident. His domestic staff reported that a team of 12 individuals, including the two defendants, 9 military personnel armed with assault rifle and several plainclothes officers entered the property without prior notice or consent. Enti enipa baako a yekwa akohwe ne fie yede asojafo mako 9 King Ofori Atta nko a yekwa akohwe ne fie asojafo mako 9 ena enipa 3 bi nso etimi eka ho na sojafo no eye well armed. Ete said the one akwachi kromfo anase sebi enipa bi a ne hu ehu anka King Ofori Atta ofia yehwe CCTV footage ne kwan a Richard Jakpa fa so je pesel na enka obi enim de ebesi. The operatives are also reported to have searched other areas of the premises, including bedrooms, the kitchen and closets. Into one eba be pm ewo ho no one timi ko ra kitchen etimi ko ra closet, including King Ofori Atta bedroom. Obia nso enim de won ekwa akohwehwe won so amfa ma matudwa de nti a okora King Ofori Atta bedroom na King Ofori Atta nso e de won akwa akopie ewo court.
Awareness into brackets betting tax. You are talking about two different things in one sentence. Which of them does he technically mean to abolish? Is he suggesting as the Minister for Finance that he doesn't know that there's a difference between the 10% withholding tax on lotto winnings and the 10% sport betting tax? Is that the case? Is the minister saying he doesn't know the difference?
Are there different
There are
taxes?
two different taxes. There are two different tax handles.
Passed by Parliament separately or the same time? Or
under one act, but two different lines. So there's a 10% withholding tax on lotto winnings. That is there. And there's a 10% betting tax. The 10% betting tax is what we all know.
As sports betting.
NPP said, Baumia said, we will scrap that. Mahama also said they will scrap.
Yes.
So we were all thinking that if the minister was going to abolish the betting tax, he will be explicit
on it
in saying that we will abolish the 10% sport betting tax. He didn't say that. He went to lay emphasis on the 10% withholding tax on lotto winnings, which is different from the betting tax, and then he puts into bracket betting tax. So he creates a confusion.
No, so the 10% on lotto earnings, has that been implemented?
Never at all.
Oh, that's confusing.
That is never implemented. But that is what the minister stresses.
No, but we don't understand that.
Point,
we don't get it.
Exactly. It is like saying something and you put another in inverted commas. The one in inverted commas is not what you mean. Is that not the case? So he says that we will abolish the 10% withholding tax on lotto winnings, which has never been implemented at all. Then he says into brackets betting tax. Which one?
So he's suggesting to the general public and to Parliament that reference to lottery, 10% of lottery winning is the same as reference to betting tax.
That is why he's saying.
That's what he's suggesting.
That is not the case.
That's false.
Yes, false. That is why
wrong.
Today when I raised it on Joy, the lady was saying that Joy FM even agreed with me.
Yeah, they did a fact check. They said you were right.
The two are not the same.
So that the 10% on lottery has not been implemented.
Never at all.
So there's no point abolishing it.
There's no point. So
it doesn't exist.
That is why Dr. Amin was saying that, look, if what you mean by betting tax is the 10% withholding tax on lotto winners,
then we have
never implemented that at all.
But if you mean the sports bet,
then
that we have implemented.
We agree with you.
And you can come to Parliament and change it.
That is the point.
But he doesn't seem to be talking about that.
No.
Could it be sort of an error?
He's trying to be smart. And the reason why I say he's trying to be smart is that all the taxes he's seeking to abolish, he mentioned about 10 acts or so that he's coming to Parliament with to seek amendments. All the taxes he seeks to abolish found themselves within those 10 acts he's bringing to Parliament to abolish. The act that gave birth to the 10% sport betting tax is the Income Tax Amendment Act 2023, Act 1096. He never mentioned that.
He didn't bring that up for amendment.
He didn't bring that for amendment. So if indeed he means to abolish the 10% sport betting tax, why is he not going to Parliament with the act that gives birth to that tax to amend that? Because he mentioned them, he gave a chronology of them, 10 of them. He mentioned 1, 2, 3, up to 10, Mr. Speaker. These are the bills or the acts I'm bringing to Parliament to seek amendment to cause me to impose this tax or abolish this tax. Of the 10 amendments he's seeking to submit to Parliament to seek amendments for the abolition of the taxes, the Income Tax Amendment Act that gave birth to the betting tax did not find itself there. So it raises a lot of questions. So we are all
So when the young men after the Vox Pop by radio are jubilating on the street that betting tax is gone, they have to wait.
So today as we speak, in all fairness, I want the betting tax to go quickly. Today as we speak, in the budget that was presented by the finance minister and the acts he's submitting to Parliament to seek amendment for the cancellation or scrapping of taxes, the sport betting tax is not part of it. It is not part of it. Nobody should deceive him or herself.
Really interesting.
It can be an afterthought that tomorrow they will bring it. But as we speak, as per the budget that was presented by the finance minister today, the acts is presented to Parliament to seek amendments to scrap some taxes or impose some taxes. They don't include what will enable him to abolish the 10% sport betting tax. If it comes to Parliament tomorrow with it, so be fine. So be it. But as we speak, that is not included. But we all want that to go. And so we are drawing his attention that rather what he focused on, the 10% withholding tax on lotto winning, is not the same as the sport betting tax he seeks to abolish.
As he told Parliament. And the 10% on lotto has not been implemented.
Not at all. So it is